Hi folks. Now what I did was I carved out both eyes. That nose is a little skinny and I didn't care for that, but I'm not going to start another one because this is just a teaching video to show you how to do this. And you can make that nose a little wider on the bottom if you want. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to continue on. We're going to start the mustache, okay? This portion. Okay, so he's got it flipped up. So what we want to do is we want to draw that on there. And folks, I had a couple of emails just now. There's a young man that was interested in carving, and I keep telling people, don't buy your knives at a regular hobby shop. Make sure you get them from a good supplier, a carving supply house. You can Google it you can Google the supply houses, and there's quite a few out there today. Woodcarvers Illustrated has a great magazine out. Some of those people are in that magazine. I know Borders carries that magazine. It's called Woodcarvers Illustrated. So go to their website or go get their magazine. You know, they'll have places where you can buy this kind of stuff. So you know, he already put money into a knife, and it's kind of a shame because he could have saved some money if he had gone to a site like that to learn where he could go. But we've all done that. So, but anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to put a stop cut here. We're going to outline this whole thing, and we're going to follow this out. Make sure you have your carving glove on, folks. Okay, I don't wear one because I'm not comfortable teaching with one on. I should, so do as I say and not as I do here. Alright, and we're going to put another stop cut right up the top to the bottom of that nose. And see how I'm turning this around? Okay, so what we want to do is we want to cut the top out where the cheek is. Okay, we're going to undercut this portion on the bottom. We're going to be careful you don't cut that tip of that mustache off. So, and right here where the mouth is, we're going to go in kind of deep, okay? One like this, push it in like that, and we're just going to undercut it. Just like a V cut. Whoops. See, we do we do drop our knives from time to time. Be careful, folks. Alright, and we're going to follow this out over on this side, just like this. You don't want to cut it too deep in there. You don't want to cut into your other section there. Okay, so I had this beard a little bit this mustache a little bit already cut up at the top. I shouldn't have done that, but I did. But it's okay. It will still work. There's always a way to fix things, folks. So if it didn't turn out right the first time, just like this nose isn't exactly how I pictured it, you know, that's okay. Keep going with it. You learn from one to the other. I'm going to put a little cut, a little deeper cut right at that part of the nose there, like a three-way cut, just like a chip carving. You know, one side and then do another side, and then chip that out. And that gives it some depth. Get all this stuff out of his eyeballs because we've got to put his eyeballs in yet. But what I want to do is I want to trim this off. So I'm going to go down. Now I'm going to go the opposite way. Okay? Just like so. See? Again, we're going to do our little V cuts to make things look deeper than they are. And that's a lot of with doing relief carving. Okay, see how we're getting that shaped up? His cheek there. And we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to just follow that out. And just, you know, go back and recut it. But you have to put your stop cut in first because it has to look like this is underneath. So we're going to trim that down a little bit. Just like so. Alright. And we're going to do the same thing with the bottom of the beard. Okay, but before we do that, we need to put his mouth in here somewhere, so I'm going to push it over a little bit. I know the mustache is a little small too, but you'll get the idea from this. Can't always be perfect. Even from us seasoned carvers, we have our days that things just don't work right. And if you have one of those days, folks, you know what? You put the carving down, you walk away from it, and you go back to it at another time. There's nothing more frustrating to me than being frustrated as a wood carver, and the whole point of carving is to be relaxed and to enjoy the process. You know, that's a lot of it right there. Okay, see, we're getting his mouth in there. I'm going to trim that down just a bit. Okay, and we're going to dig that in a little deeper. So we're going to put one stop cut at the top. See how deep I have that in there? That's okay. And we're going to put it on this side, and we're going to sweep it out. Let's see, it gives it some depth to it. Alright, and then we're going to put his lips in a second. We'll do that in the next segment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this off a little bit. That little V cut. And see, a lot of guys will use, or a lot of people, men and women, will use their little V tools for this kind of stuff. I don't know, I just like using a knife. I feel a knife you can take anywhere, you can sharpen it anywhere, you don't need any special tools with it. So it comes in pretty handy. You just it might take a little longer with a knife, but the results are pretty well the same. Yeah, it's amazing what you can do with carving. You know, everybody has their own style and everything else, so it makes it very, very fun. Okay, I'll be back to do the next section. We'll actually do the eyes and finish up the beard. Okay, we're gonna get there. I will see you in a bit.